Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's up? This is King Gio in the house. I want to say thank you to those who subscribe and those who have not subscribed. Hit that bell in the bottom, and it will notify you when I upload a video. Please do share and like, please. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I still, it's good for me. Okay. Now, I know there's too much. I didn't want to get into army and stuff like that because a lot of people, I've been getting a lot of good feedbacks on my thing, but then a lot of people say that I'm a hater and I'm a this, I'm a that. See, now I want to get some certain things straightened out. I'm not a hater because I just came into army 3 or 4 days ago that I saw one of his videos, right? I saw one of his videos, like, oh wow. And then when he made that claim that he did this, he did that, that he got raided, I'm like, well, that's kind of weird, right? So then I kept looking more and more into army yesterday, today. Like I said, there's nothing there. There's no television. There's no newspaper. But anyway, I saw a video of his today, this morning that he did, where he was posting where he was at, when they came in, and where they came in and everything, right? So where they came in, you can see the door coming in and stuff like that. So all that place is empty. So there's no light fixtures. There's no pictures on the wall. There's no sofas. There's no furniture. So if they came to seize your electronics, right? Not your furniture. So where's your furniture at? I don't see that. I'm just giving you guys little points that you guys gotta pick up, things that you gotta pick up, and just don't know and listen to him. I listen to him talking, but as he's moving, I'm looking around. So another thing that he said about the search and seizure, right? When the FBI the FBI or the police officer or police come into your house to do a search, they have to show you your warrant. They have to show you a warrant, and you keep that warrant. They'll say, oh, we have a warrant for your arrest, and that's it. No, you keep that warrant because within that warrant, it states what they have, what they're looking for, what they're allowed to take. So if they have a warrant out, if they have a search warrant to search your home, it can't be the home. The warrant has to be specific of what they're searching, what they are looking for. You know, or it could be a warrant. It's just a watch warrant, meaning that they can only see, they cannot touch, they cannot take, they cannot confiscate anything. So where's that warrant? Because they give you Omar, or whatever his name is, or whatever, blah blah blah, Bill, Omar, whatever. Hey, here's a warrant out. Here's a warrant. We're gonna check this out. You keep that warrant. So where is that warrant? Because I like to see that warrant. All right. I really do like to see that warrant. So because I was so perplexed, and then he said, as he was walking around, they said, you got to give me that watch, and he says, oh, you don't have a body warrant. Look at the last video. He says you don't have a body warrant, as he's insinuating that a body warrant, that a judge has to give a warrant out for them to take the possession that you have on your clothes or your watches or what does it. A body warrant, that does not exist. I'm sorry. A body warrant, depending, go from state to state, is the same thing as a bench warrant, meaning that you didn't show up to court. That's what a body warrant is. It's that the judge has put a body warrant on you because you failed to appear. You have a bench warrant and then you have a body warrant. Okay? Both of you do the same thing, but they're different names in different states. In New York, it's a bench warrant if you fail to appear. In Minnesota, it's a body warrant if you fail to appear. So that notion, he said, that the cop asked him, take off your watch. He said, oh, no, I'm not taking off my watch. Blah, blah, blah. You don't have a body warrant to take off this watch, and blah, blah. I'm sorry, man. There is no such thing as a body warrant. Okay? To have all that living room empty out. They took your electronics and not your furniture. Okay? And then one of the things that I did notice, that I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I noticed it, is that when he shows his car, some of his cars are insured. You have the registration sticker, and some of them don't. And I noticed one of his cars had a plaque with no plates. And that plaque went back to Carfax. So I Googled Carfax, right? And boom, it's a dealership. It's a place where they hype up your car. You know, they modernize your car. You know, they soup it up. So most of the cars that he has on his property, most of those cars, I saw them at Carfax. So if you bought those cars, let's say you bought those cars at Carfax, you should promote Carfax. You know, the boy who gave me this car was Carfax. He is good. He's good. This is where I bought it. The guy's no joke. You give him promotion, right? But in none of the pictures that the owner has on his Facebook account for Carfax has Omi in it at all. So he probably does know Omi, and Omi says, "Yo, you know, do me a solid, yo. They have some of these cars here in my house, you know, so to keep my prep up." And if you look at most of his cars, his Lambos, his Ferraris, or whatever he has, they have no plates, neither in the front nor in the back. Some of them, like the Hellcat and like the Camaro or stuff like that, those downloads, yeah, they have plates, but the other ones don't. If you see a video of him driving one, and he gets out of his, I think he's out of a Lambo or something like that, and he gets out. It's taking a dark road. He gets out. You see him get out, right? And he goes to the back of the car, but there's no plates in the car. The car has no plates. So, what I'm trying to get to you guys is that I'm not hating because I don't know Omi. I don't know him. I just saw videos 3 or 4 days ago. But when I saw his video, and then I saw it, and when I saw that he said, "Oh, I'm getting arrested," you guys think this is not something the FBI did. This is something that he said the FBI did. Okay. So when you Google Omi's arrest, you see all these little newspapers saying they're black, but they're not even really newspapers. We heard of the Daily Dot. I put in my other video the newspapers that were there, or so-called newspapers, so no newsworthy, you know. So to say that I'm hating, no, I'm not hating. If anybody knows, if you see my videos, Solo Man, I don't know Solo Man from a hole in a wall, and I plastered Solo Man when he did his GoFundMe page me, because he didn't need to do a GoFundMe page me. He collected $10,000 in the innocence of other people, saying that his house flooded when his house was not flooded. Okay, he took those $10,000 with this guy entertainment or whatever it could be, and they flew to New York. You know, so to prey on the innocent is bad. I mean, he got a good game as far as, he sounds sincere when he says he likes helping people out. Okay, fine. But when you're in the game and you want to sell the merchandise, what's the better? He got 562,000 followers. So what's a better way to tell him, I got arrested, man, I got my merchandise coming out, yo, help me out with legal fees and blah, 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 blah. Okay? There's nowhere this, and I looked, supposedly his name is Bill Omar Carrasquillo. And I looked in the property of Philadelphia. I looked in the property of New Jersey. I only found one house in New Jersey that's under that name. I don't know if that's his real name, but that's in the house. And the house is where he's at. That's the only house that I found that is under his name. The clubs that they say it has, they don't exist. Unicas and on, they don't exist. He says he owns. People say, "Oh, he's an entrepreneur. He has buildings and blah blah blah." But I looked because it's public record, and I looked into this. I looked in the public records of Philadelphia, right, which is the controller's office, permit building. I looked into the computer, and you can go on the link, and there's nothing that he's owned houses, that he owns a business. It's none of that. There's none of that. You know, I'm not trying to say, shout him out like that. So that, but all you guys keep saying that, hey, it's not fake. It's not fake. It's real. No, it is fake. It is fake because if he said, like he said, that he IRS, you get arrested right then and then. You got a search warrant, you're going to arrest for tax evasion. Plain and simple. Once you get arrested, and you go through the process of the district attorney's office. I mean, the district attorney, and if they say, "Listen, we're going to give you this deal," or you get arraigned. Once you get arraigned, and you get a bail, Right? You cut him in jail. You cut him out of jail. Hey guys, blah, I just got arrested. Blah blah for tax evasion. Blah blah blah. Look at my paperwork. I mean, I just came out of the federal prison, man. Well, I just federal prison. I just came out from the courthouse. I was detained. I'm out on bail, man. Blah 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 blah. This, you know. So then, so you could be credible with proof. That's if you want people to believe you. If you want the people that subscribe to me, the little people that I do have. Yo, we don't care because it's not gonna affect us if you are, you aren't. But for to take these little haters out and just for the curiosity of it, show us the papers where it says that you are being investigated for tax fraud, that you got your search and seizure, your searches when they searched your house and they took everything. So what they took, blah 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 blah. Show us that, because your furniture is gone. Your furniture has nothing to do with the electronics. Because if you're doing tax fraud, and they tell you reload it, that means you're doing it with electronic device. So they want anything that has anything electronic that they think that you can hide in. They'll take it. They'll leave you your sofas. They'll leave you your TV. Maybe not TV. They'll leave you your sofas. They'll leave you your blower. They'll leave you your fridge. But this morning's video. You had no furniture whatsoever downstairs. None. And I keep repeating myself. I look deep. I called the local news in Philadelphia and in New Jersey, in his township. There has been no raid. They don't know of a raid. Okay? It's just his way of promoting his song. You know, if you put down Omar Carrasquillo's net worth, there is no such thing. If you put down his boy that he made a record with, it's coming out now, Desert, whatever it may be, the intro that he comes out with, well, that guy's worth $300,000. So that's what it says on the internet. So when you do that, I don't see anything, nothing at all. All I saw today was that a man was arrested in New Jersey for tax evasion. They gave him time to pay. They arrested him first. He was out on probation, and he just kept buying buildings off the people's name and buildings off the people's name. So now they got him. So he's got to do 2 years, and then 2 years of supervised ankle bracelet probation. And plus the fines they got to pay. And federal fines is usually $250,000. Nothing more, nothing less. It's $250,000, no matter what kind of crime it is. So, just think about it. People say, oh, you're doing this for ratings. I'm not doing it for ratings. How many people do I have? 363? Am I getting more for this? No. I just want people to view. I just want people to analyze what people do on YouTube just to make money. What people use their platform, how to make money. Come up with the concoct story that the FBI did this and the FBI did that. Show me the search warrant, because you have to have the search warrant. Because they give it to you when they enter the house. They go, Mr. Blah blah blah. Here's a search warrant for your arrest, or here's a search warrant for to seize everything in your house. Boom, here you go. They're not going to keep it because they already got a copy of it. But they got to serve you with the warrant, and you have a copy of that warrant, right? And then what's the next thing that you do once you get served with a copy of that warrant? You call your attorney, and have your attorney come over, have him explain to you what's going on, because if it's tax evasion and they're investigating you, but if it's tax evasion, you are going to jail. Why didn't they arrest you? There are so many ifs and what if and what didn't they do that. I'm not going to get into them. But the more I see your videos, I do look into some things. I do look into this. Like I said, I just called one of your cars. It had no license plate, but it had the plaque outside, and it says Car FX. And I googled it, and it's a guy in New Jersey who customizes cars. And all the cars, I would say 80% of the cars that you have there, he has them in his gallery, all of them. So come on, man. There is another guy on the internet called Keen Tall Anthony, something about Keen Tall. and he's talking about when people get greedy. This is what happens. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, this happens when people do get greedy, but it didn't happen to him because nothing happened to him. You know, he's just portraying that something happened to him. So when the bomb is gonna hit, and his video, his apparels, whatever, yo, people want you to buy this and blah this, and everybody's gonna buy it. Boom, 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 boom. They're gonna buy it. You know, so that's why I did it. I just saw him 3 or 4 days ago. I saw his video. I found it kind of funny that this happened and blah blah blah. I find it kind of funny that they say that he's worth $50 million and he's not. There's nowhere near. There's nothing that he has is worth $50 million. He don't even got a net worth. Then I Googled who are the richest YouTubers, and he's not even there. If he would have 50 million, he would have been number 2, because there's only one guy that makes 73 millions. So everything, you have to know the law in order to debunk everything he says. There is no such thing as a body warrant for when they're going to take. If that warrant says every electronic goes, even body electronic, it's got to, even whatever he has on, everything's got to go. That's it. It's not going to be specific as a body. So when he said, they didn't come in and they didn't give me a body warrant so they could take my watch, I'm like, oh man, this kid just screwed up. There's no such thing as a body warrant. But for those who don't know, oh man, they had a warrant, they had a body warrant, they didn't have a body warrant, blah blah blah. It's like when you go to jail, and everybody's a jailhouse lawyer. Everybody. I mean, you got people that have been in prison like for 20, 30 years. They studied the law library, so you can get fined and done. But when you go into other people, you be like, oh yeah, I did this. Oh, this happened to me. Man, take the plea and do this. The people don't know. You cap a plea, the next thing you know, you got 10 years. When you're gonna get on probation, or you're gonna get in 3 years. So when it comes to the legality of it, I know there was no FBI. I know there was no IRS, because everything goes as far as computer. If you made money selling your couches, and that's how you made your money, and you pay taxes, well, they can take that off. They can take that away. Sorry, thing with now. But if it's just electronics, that's all they're going to take is electronic, and they take anything that it's specified in that warrant, and you have a copy of that warrant, because you have to, by law, you have to be served with the warrant. You're going to search your house, you have to be served with the warrant. Hey, here, Mr. King Gio, it's a warrant. We're going to search your house, and this is what we're looking for. Or they don't even tell you what they're looking for. They say, here's the warrant, we're going out. And then you got to find out what they're looking for. Oh, they're looking for this, they're looking for that. And if you see something there that they're not supposed to be looking at, you're like, no, you can't be looking for that. All about, no, the warrant, this is what the warrant says, right? Because once they say about that warrant, and they say they're not supposed to go into the bathroom, and you got a kilo of coke in your bathroom, right? And he decides to arrest you for that kilo of coke. But you know what? Come court time, when you take that shit to court, it gets thrown out, because the warrant specified. I say, they just say the warrant specified the bathroom. I mean, the warrant specified the bedroom only. Only the bedroom, or the bedroom and the living room. That's it. Only bedroom and only living room. That's it. And they mention no bathroom, and they mention no attic, and they mention no basement. So once you go out of that scope, whatever you find, if you find 10 keys a kilo in his bathroom, we're gonna arrest you for this. Yeah, you can arrest him. Okay, but then maybe not an arraignment. But when it comes to another judge, to see another judge, his lawyer's going to say, Your Honor, the warrant was specifically for this. This was in the bathroom. So there is no probable cause because it was in the bathroom. The warrant didn't give permission for it to. The cop can urge you say, oh, no, I saw it in plain sight. No, you did not. Because the door was locked. You can't go into the room if you're not allowed to. Warrants are, judges are very picky when they sign warrants, because they want to make sure that when they sign that warrant, it doesn't come back to bite them in the ass. They got some cops that are like, oh, he's going to do me a favor. And then out of that favor, that judge loses his job because they did him a favor. Because this guy wanted to, no matter how hard, whatever he had a hard on for that person, So that's what it basically is. This is all fake. I challenge him, if it's real, anybody know, show me the paper. I know I know what a bench warrant and a body warrant looks like anyway. So you can't just type it up and say, oh, here it is. No. It has to be signed and sealed by the judge. Signed and sealed by the judge. And I guarantee you that if it's signed and sealed and it says Judge Rudy Giuliani, I'm going to look up Rudy Giuliani. I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google that, and I'm going to read everything that it says, because I'm very astute. And I did study law. But I just want you to know that it's all fake. It's good publicity for when he brings out his his merchandise. But I think he could have done the publicity a little bit better, with more sophistication, instead of doing this downsizing of what happened to him when something didn't happen to him, and he's still freed. Come on, guys, gotta start using your common sense, guys. Use it for the wise. Don't know just because a guy has 1 million followers and say, oh, this happened to me, or you're gonna believe him because he has 1 million followers. No, that doesn't mean anything. So, guys, I wish you guys have a good night. God bless you all. Thank you. And like I said, I don't hate, man. I regulate. Now, I don't hate. I don't know the guy. I don't know the guy from a hole in the wall. I didn't know Solomon from a hole in the wall. But when I see something that I don't like, that I know is fishing, I know it's a con artist thing, and I'm going to voice my opinion. Because I don't want no one to be fooled. You work hard for your money, bro. Very hard.